If you're running a business or creating content in 2025, there are AI tools that are actually worth paying for, and today I'm going to show you 15 of my personal favorites. Some of these I use every single day, others are tools that I recommend to my clients across all different industries. Either way, they all have one thing in common: they are worth the money. I'm Pallen, a brand strategist and an author. Welcome back to my channel where I share practical advice to help you position, promote, and profit from your brand. In this video, I'm gonna walk through 15 paid AI tools that actually deliver. As always, I'm sharing only tools that I genuinely believe in. I think that's important. If email overload is stealing your time, this tool fixes that fast. If you're anything like me, your inbox fills up faster than you can deal with it. Well, Sandbox is one of the best tools that I have found to fix that. In fact, I'd say it is the best tool. It uses AI to automatically sort and prioritize your email, so only the important stuff lands in your inbox. Notice that I'm at inbox 0. This is the only way that I stay there. Everything else, and I mean everything, gets automatically filed into the right folder that I've trained just by dragging like emails into that same folder. Newsletters, promos, low priority emails get moved into folders like this. And that means way fewer distractions and more time to focus on what actually matters. For me, that's my work. The best part is that it learns your behavior, so the more you use it, the smarter it gets. You can also train it manually by dragging emails between folders. It is a simple change with a massive impact, and honestly, I couldn't imagine email without it. I'll be a paying customer for life. We all know ChatGPT, but the Teams plan takes it further. I'll explain. You obviously already know ChatGPT, but the Teams plan takes things further, especially if you're using this for real business work like I am. I'll open up an example project here. First of all, ChatGPT Teams gives you a secure, collaborative space to work with GPT-4, and no data is shared back to OpenAI. That's very important. People love this tool, but they forget that everything that you input trains the model. Teams is the entry point to avoid that. That matters when you're working with client info, brand voice, sensitive materials. And then inside Teams, you can create projects which are shared workspaces that group related chats together. Let's say you're managing multiple clients. You can keep each brand's prompts, tone, and context separate so nothing gets mixed up. You can even upload project files. I found it works better though to upload those directly into the specific chat that you're working from. You can also set custom instructions for tone and voice, which is huge for staying consistent across team output or staying on brand. So this is ideal for teams managing SOPs, content workflows, repeatable projects. Heads up though, it ain't cheap. There's a 2-seat minimum at $30 a month per seat on the Teams plan. But if you're serious about scaling with AI, I think it's a worthwhile upgrade. That ChatGPT subscription ain't cheap, but I've got a much more affordable option if you prioritize privacy like I do. You see, PDFs are no longer static. This tool makes them actionable. Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant lets you interact with your documents directly, ask questions, summarize, brainstorm, all draft inside the PDF. As you can see here with my book, here's what makes this even better and so important: it is safe. Yes, as you can see, I wrote a book on AI. I already told you that, but I don't own the copyright for it. My publisher does. So I would never upload the manuscript into ChatGPT where it could be used to train the model. Plus, I'm not even allowed to. But with Acrobat AI Assistant, I can open this file and interact with it securely because nothing I upload is used to train any model here. Even better, there's no risk of hallucination since the AI only pulls from the information in the document itself. And everything is cited. That's huge because unless you specifically ask, normally ChatGPT does not give you citations reliably unless it's doing deep research. So I use Acrobat AI Assistant to generate bullet points, draft copy, pull out key insights, especially from long reports, books, research docs, proposals. And at the time of recording this video, it can handle up to 600 pages at once. That is a major upgrade for anyone working with complex documents. Now, before I show you how I automate my meeting notes with AI, I want to share a tool that has completely changed my business years ago, in fact, and it's just gotten even better. I've been a Teachable customer for years. In fact, it was the first way that I offered something beyond my one-to-one branding and client consulting. I still remember that feeling. Someone bought my course and I thought, wait a minute, I don't have to be on a call for this. This is completely scalable. I had priced the course just under my one-to-one strategy call and it worked beautifully. Students got access to my full methodology, and when we did hop on a call after, it was 10 times more productive. And now, honestly, is the most exciting time that I have seen for building and launching courses. Teachable just launched a suite of high-quality AI features built to simplify the process, instantly generate a full course outline from just a title and short description, automatically create quizzes to reinforce your content, summarize each lesson for your students without writing it all yourself, and generate subtitles in over 70 languages to expand your reach globally. We used to have to do all of this manually. Now it's all built in and it's good. So think about it. What could you launch that's gonna let you step back from one-to-one work? Whether it's a mini course, a coaching offer, or a digital download, this is one of the most exciting ways to grow your brand today. I cannot wait to see what you create. A huge thanks to Teachable for supporting this video. Click the first link in the description to get started. Now, let's move from courses to calls. Here's how I never take manual meeting notes again. Meeting notes are one of the easiest things to automate, and Firefliesai does it flawlessly. It joins your Zoom, Google Meet, or Teams calls automatically and records everything after the meeting. You get a full transcript and even synthesized notes of what was covered and takeaways, complete with timestamps and speaker labels. No more scrubbing through a recording to try and remember who said what or what's due next. You can search past meetings by keyword, track decisions, or even follow up on unanswered questions. I download these all the time and then throw them into ChatGPT chats. Works great when you're running client calls, internal check-ins, or even webinars. For any business that runs on meetings, this is one of the easiest wins you can get. Want beautiful content without being a designer, or even if you are a designer like me, a place to create quickly? This next tool delivers. Design used to take me hours, but Adobe Express completely changed that. It is fast, it is flexible, it is perfect for creating on the go, whether you're a designer or not. When I've got an idea, but I don't have time to start it from scratch, I use the generate template feature, which you see here. Just choose your canvas size, type a prompt, and Express gives you a ready to edit layout, which is a perfect starting point. Then you customize everything, fonts, colors, text, even apply your brand kit in a single click. Need to post a reel, as we often do nowadays. I create Instagram reel covers inside Express too, in addition to the reel, which you can also edit video. But I love that I can prep the cover and edit the video in the same project. And then when I'm done, I can schedule that post directly from the app. No extra tool required. Scheduling, by the way, is a part of the Adobe Express free subscription. So you can get this for free. It's fast, all in one place, and why Express is one of my favorite tools that I literally use every single day. I used it to make this video. If you get your best ideas on the go, AudioPen turns those thoughts into clarity. It transforms messy voice notes into structured writing. Watch this. Okay, this is AudioPen, and it turns messy voice notes into clean, structured writing. Let me show you how it works. We'll tap that microphone, then we're just gonna speak freely, and don't worry about making it perfect. Okay, I've been thinking about this. People don't pay for knowledge, they pay for attention. Everyone's focused on what to teach, but they forget how to package it. If your course feels like a YouTube playlist, it's not gonna convert. You need structure, outcomes, a reason someone would finish it in one sitting. That's what makes a product feel premium, not the information, but the experience. Okay, so I'm gonna click stop on there. It's gonna take a second to upload that. And AudioPen is going to take that unfiltered voice note here and turn it into a clear paragraph that I can actually use for something. I can choose tone, casual, professional, concise, and the app writes it to match. And then if I want to tweak anything, I can actually edit it here, or I can export it, add tags if I want to organize it, associate an image with this, forward it to notes or email. I love this when I'm walking, thinking out loud, especially for content ideas, commuting, quick client notes. For anyone who thinks faster than they type, this is a great app in your toolkit. What about content that's AI written or plagiarized? This next tool spots it instantly. If you're publishing content, Originality.ai is one of the best ways to maintain quality control. Actually, it does a few things. It detects both AI-generated content and plagiarism with a 99% accuracy rate. I've used this tool to vet freelance writers, agency partners, even guest contributors before publishing. You just paste in the content and it gives you a clear score. How much was likely written by a human? How much was written by Originality.ai, and whether anything matches existing sources online. This saves you time, gives you peace of mind, especially if you're publishing under your name or brand. Because let's be honest, if your blog or email starts sounding like ChatGPT, your audience will notice. Originality.ai helps you make sure your content is original, high quality, and aligned with your voice. Great for editors, content managers, and business owners. I think it's a no-brainer. This one is a must-have for so many people. I use Descript every single day for quick transcriptions of basically everything. Descript is known as a popular video editor because you can literally edit from the words, but I use this daily as my primary transcription tool. It auto-transcribes audio or video fast, gives you a clean, editable transcript that is shockingly accurate. For example, that last segment on Originality.ai, I started from this transcript of a YouTube video that I posted months ago. So I can upload the audio-only version into Descript, and within seconds, I had a full transcript that I could use. I can download this, put it into ChatGPT, and then work it in whatever way that I want. Your AI result is always going to be better when you give more context. And I find that I get way more transcription hours here than with other tools at a fraction of the price, but there is really so much packed into Descript. I won't talk about it today, but all of the underlord features I highly recommend checking out. Handles filler word removal. I also love this feature, detecting the speakers if there are multiple. This is very helpful for AI if you're trying to isolate your own thought leadership. Make sure your transcript is labeled. Whether you're editing or just trying to work smarter, Descript is one of the most useful tools I have in my workflow, and I open it every day. Managing a team. This one saves you serious admin time. If you manage a team, especially a team that's on the move, Connect Team is a must. This is an all-in-one ops platform that handles scheduling, time tracking, payroll, and team communication. Let me show you each of those. You can create and assign shifts in seconds, and then employees can clock in from their phones no matter where they are. All of this data flows into one dashboard, so tracking hours and managing payroll is seamless. You don't need separate apps for messaging, timesheets, scheduling. Connect Team brings this all together. And it's really built for service-based businesses, field teams, and anyone who's working across locations. If admin tasks are taking over your week, this is the kind of tool that gives you hours back. Super efficient, easy to use, and built to scale as your team grows. It's free for up to 10 users, which is awesome. Your email list is only as strong as a platform that you use, and there's one that I swear by. Flowdesk makes your email marketing look good and work even better. It's built specifically for creators and small businesses, so everything feels clean and intuitive. The templates are gorgeous. Look at them right out of the box. You don't need to be a designer to send professional-looking emails. You can also automate welcome sequences, launches, campaigns without getting lost in complex settings. I like this so much more than Kit and so much more than MailChimp and any other provider, to be honest, and I've tried them all. I've made YouTube videos about that. Flowdesk recently added AI tools also to help you optimize send times, subject lines, so your emails actually get opened. It's simple, powerful, honestly one of the best email platforms that I actually enjoy using. I feel like Flowdesk nails the balance between form and function. Want to generate on-brand visuals in seconds? This next tool does it all for you. Adobe Firefly is my go-to when I want to create custom visuals fast and I don't want to worry about licensing. Also, it's more than just licensing. Firefly creates AI-generated images that are safe for commercial use because they're trained on Adobe stock and public domain assets, not scraped from the internet without permission like some other tools do. That means that you can use what you create on your website, social posts, marketing materials, anywhere without copyright concerns. You just type a prompt, Firefly generates visuals in seconds. Think textures, background scenes, supplementary images. It does a really great job of this. It's great when you need something specific that stock photos can't deliver, and you can use composition and style reference to inform the AI so it matches your brand and style. I love that now it integrates with Adobe Express and Photoshop so you can bring your images into a design workflow instantly. Firefly gives you creative freedom without legal headaches. And it's practical and designed with creators and businesses in mind. Okay, switching gears. Let's talk about DMs. If they're blowing up for you, let this next tool handle that for you. ManyChat is my favorite way to automate conversations without losing the personal touch. So it works across Instagram, which is where I use it. Also Facebook, even WhatsApp, so your audience can message you where they already are. You can build automated workflows that answer FAQs, capture leads, leads or even drive traffic to your site or offers. This is one of my freebies. I've seen brands use this to grow email lists on autopilot. Someone types a keyword in DMs and boom, they're sent a freebie or a sign up link. Integrates with tools like Shopify, Google Sheets, so all of your data stays organized. And then you can personalize responses, segment by interests, and even trigger follow-ups a day later. If your DMs are constantly blowing up, or you're tired of replying to the same old questions, this tool will save you. Let's face it, cookie compliance isn't glamorous, but it is very, very necessary. Privacy compliance used to feel, honestly, complicated, but now it can be automated. I love CookieBot by Usercentrics. It scans your entire website and detects every tracking technology in use, analytics, cookies, embedded widgets, even third-party scripts that you might not realize are running, categorizes each one, sets up a consent banner, and ensures you stay fully compliant with GDPR, CCPA, and Google's latest consent requirements. If you are running paid ads or using remarketing tools, this matters a lot. Non-compliance can mean limited reach, weaker results, or even ad shutdowns. But more than that, privacy is now a trust signal. Consumers notice how you handle their data, and they reward transparency. CookieBot helps you build that trust while keeping your business protected. And it runs in the background, keeping you up to date, working seamlessly with Google's consent mode. So if you're serious about protecting user trust and ad performance, this is a tool you cannot afford to skip. Tired of typing the same thing over and over and over again? This next one is for you. TextBlaze is one of my favorite tools, and here's why. I have a saved snippet that includes all the words I want ChatGPT to avoid, stuff like empower, elevate, unlock, you know the ones. So instead of typing that list manually every time, I just type /avoid words and boom, it generates instantly. I paste it right into my prompt and just keep going. I like having it available for quick recall. I also use it for language that I need to reuse often. So for example, I have a snippet here called /safety that expands into a full paragraph when I use it. Anytime I need to drop that in, emails, prompts, outlines, it's just one keystroke. It works in Gmail, Docs, ChatGPT, basically anything that you type into your browser. So if you're doing this kind of work every day, the time savings add up fast. So there you go. These 15 tools help me, they help my clients save time, work smarter, and stay ahead. If you're hungry for more, I cover more than 200 AI tools in my book, AI for Small Business. It's packed with recommendations just like these, organized by function and business type. Some of them you might already use, others might be totally new. That's great. I'll link to everything that I mentioned in this video below so that you can explore further. Comment below, which of these tools are you using? Which ones are you excited to try? I'd love to hear what you think. And if this is helpful, hit like and subscribe. I share new videos every single week to help you build your brand and your business. I'm Pallen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.